How long is long? On this episode of Weird Waves, we intend to find out. Our journey began in Epney, a small village located in the southwest of England that sits right along the Severn River. Oh, there it is! There's the whip! Our mission is simple. We want to know what being a tidal bore surfer means. What are their values? What's their favorite color? Who are they? So I got 5'2".
Yeah. That is a small board, isn't it? I mean, that's a third of what we normally, if you put 3 of those together, that's probably kind of the tool you're looking for.
Okay.
So we get you a bigger pair of shoes, I think.
Okay.
This is what we call a short board. That's 8'6".
The wave goddess.
Yeah. As you can see, loads of volume,
Yeah.
really wide, and also hardly any rocker. If you look through,
Oh yeah,
it's
for how
pretty
big
flat.
this is.
It's pretty flat.
Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh.
Cool.
The first time I surfed this was 1981. I mean, I don't really surf in the sea at all. I just surf tidal boards. The beauty of this is the length of the ride. Predominantly, it's that is it. You can jump on, ride it for an hour maybe. We base a good ride in miles rather than kind of the quality of the wave. At the beach, you're surfing into the beach, and that's just the same kind of view all the time. So you surf onto the beach, same rocks, same kind of houses. With here, you're surfing through the English countryside, so you can see cows in the field, like farmers and tractors, different trees. The landscape changes as you're going along. So if you're surfing for half an hour or an hour, you see a lot of different landscape.
Steve King is not a novelist. He's an engineer by trade who maintains railway engines. But once his bore riding pants are on, he has a Guinness World Record from surfing the Severn Bore for 9.25 miles. That equals to an hour and 15 minutes of standing on a surfboard. Steve and one of his closest friends, Nathan, our boat driver, travel all over the world in search of other bores. This is their passion.
Can you hear it?
Yeah,
Can you hear the tide?
To hear it, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear Nathan.
Yeah. Under the pylon. All right. So you'll see it come through where the electricity pylon is now. It won't be big. It'll just be. Can you see some people? Yes, you can see some people riding it in the distance.
Yep.
So it's just you can see it's just a small wave coming towards us. So yeah. Probably want to put your leash on actually while we're doing that. Yeah. It's actually a good indication when you're on a bend and you're waiting for the tide. Once you see all the birds come around, you know the tide's coming. If you can't see it. Move around with a beanie. It's coming in. It's coming in 2 little sections. Keep paddling, Dylan. It's doubled up.
Sitting there watching an entire tide race towards you was mesmerizing. Wasn't sure where it was going to break or what was going to happen. The bore was constantly reshaping itself, going twice the speed of an ocean wave. The experience was pretty sci-fi. This was meant to be the smallest tide swing on our visit. The fact that this first section was already waist high was surprising, as was Steve's headstand. With the river only getting narrower, meaning the wave will only increase in size, I was fired up to get back to the boat and try another section.
I'm gonna make a turn to the right.
Through. That was pretty hectic.
It's just spinning. What we don't want to do is end up in those trees though.
Okay. But we ended up right in those trees though. Fortunately not for too long. Steve and Nathan were able to troubleshoot the engine, but not in time to catch up with the bore. So we cut our losses and got the boat back to the ramp safely. Steve had other plans for the following day, so for day 2, We were going rogue. What do you think of all the boys wearing beanies on the waves?
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. I think it's pretty cool.
The fashion. Are you gonna go beanie today? Or?
I did think about doing it on the first day, but I really like the beanie that I've got, and I don't want to potentially lose it or ruin it.
Special beanie.
Yeah, it's a special beanie, and it's white, so the ball would probably discolour it. No, this is the spot.
Is this it?
This is it. This is the spot.
I was pumped to have Seb drive up from Cornwall and meet us. Seb is a fellow VANS team rider, and yeah, the dude freaking rips. He surfed the majority of the wave the day prior, but due to our boat breaking down, we never linked up. So he was pumped to dial us into his favorite part of the wave.
See, there's that bottle there, that plastic bottle sort of drifting out.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's like 20 metres up from that.
Okay, cool.
It's bigger today at me compared to yesterday, so not huge, but compared to yesterday.
Yeah.
A lot more power as well. Ooh. So it should be good.
All right, cool. We met James there on the side of the bank, and he was telling us that it might be pretty hard to make it to the end of the wave, especially with me being on a shortboard, and that it might make the most sense to get out and race to the final section by car. So there we had it. Our new plan.
We don't have much time. We got a rock. We want to catch it.
Think we'll catch it up there? I don't know if we can wait for Paul.
Yeah, let's just go.
Do you know where to go?
Yeah, I've surfed there before.
So you'll show us where to get it?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is our boy, I think. Hate to say it, but
We're gonna miss it.
hopefully we don't run out of fuel. And low, so low.
Steve was tripping. I'm like, dude, I was like, we're thinking of getting out. He's like, you don't get off once they're on. With the way the River Severn snakes through the countryside, combined with the fact that you only get one wave or tide per day, makes you really have to plan out your strategy in order to tap into the full potential of the bore. There are only a handful of access points along the 10-mile stretch, meaning if you fall or miss the wave at point A, you have to make the quick decision of whether you can make it to point B or if you should continue on and just try for point C. Me and Seb didn't have a clue where the next access point was, or if we could even make it. But we were trying to keep up with James through morning traffic, hoping we would catch the final section in time. If we missed it, we're gonna have to wait till the next day to try again. I feel like I'm gonna puke because I was running so hard. We need the siren.
Boar hunters!
Yeah.
Went left, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep an eye out on where they're going,
Yeah,
boys.
I'm looking.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is! There's the whip!
Fuck!
Yes! I think we got this. That was sick! Yeah, we're gonna have to hustle.
Hard right.
I don't know how much time we got, really. Yeah.
Camera on the bank, maybe.
Fuck.
We might get out the rebound because it hits the rear.
Oh.
Oh.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm here. I just don't know how to get through. Oh, fuck. Wow, that was a mission. Oh, Jesus. Wow, we made it. Whew. That was a hustle. Boys, that was cool though.
Ben, do you want to lift down to
That was
That
so
was
close,
awesome.
man.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done.
That was really cool.
So where's the other half of your board? Did you have a good one then?
Yeah, it was fun. We had a blast. Got off the wave early and came and tried to hunt it down and fell down this bank just in time to get on the wave.
Good going. That's good going. This was a lovely section through here.
Yeah, that was cool. I saw you guys come through the bridge, like soul arching. I was like,
Breakfast then?
yeah.
So Sainsbury's filling.
Sainsbury's?
Yeah. Awesome. Special.
All right.
This is a tradition.
Oh yeah, that's my business.
Yeah, straight from the wave to
So
Where are we at?
Muddy River, straight into Sainsbury's Cafe. Perfect.
Secret spot.
gotta beat the horde.
Locals only in here.
Also a unique surfing experience is sharing a wave with 20 other people and then going to breakfast with all of them. Granted, you usually grab a cup of coffee with one or two of your bros after a sesh, but not the entire lineup. The camaraderie gained from riding a tidal wave together is unavoidable. It's truly a tribe.
See if this wave lines up.
Yeah, it's lining up. I think you can go there. You can go, Bill. What do you think? Yeah, paddle in. You're in. Yep. Okay.
The shortboarder side of my brain couldn't stop thinking about certain sections of the bore that had potential. With this being our last day, we asked Nathan if we could have one more go on the boat. He knew of a spot he'd seen barrel before and literally dropped me off right on it. Couple things I'd like to point out here. 1. This is the moment I realized the bank had rocks on it. 10 feet later, I had hit one of these rocks. And then, it was...
Oh shit! Oh, that was sketchy. Yeah, all good.
Lost my beanie.
After getting ragdolled through the trees, everything got put into perspective. Seb was right about not wearing a beanie you love. The locals were right about the boar demanding respect. Riding the boar is a different form of stoke. It reminds me of the feeling you get when one of your friends yells out, "Party wave," and you all take off. It becomes less about ripping and more about the bigger picture. The people, the scenery, the experience, and more specifically, the energy, in this case, the tide, that's pushing you the wrong way up a river. For miles. The thought of that is pretty wild. Funny how you can be halfway across the world, surfing a tidal bore along the countryside of England, and still feel like you're shooting the shit with your boys at your home break. Surfing is special like that. The root of why we all do what we do is the same. We're just trying to get stoked. Or die trying. Or something like that.
Out to the pub to catch a beer and the last glimpse of the wave.
Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the video. Thirsty for more? Well, we got plenty of links, lots of links, tons of links Want more links? We got them. Click the links. Here's the links. Click them.